Hey friend, welcome to Finding Life. My name is Brian Bell. I'm so glad you're here. It is Tuesday, April 25th, 2023, week 13, day 2, live stream number 63, day number 115 of the new year. Hey, let's know where we are. Let's know where we're going. Let's know why we're going there, and let's make today count. Hey, good morning, live streamers. So great to have you on the show. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate you. Let's see. First up today, we have my mom. Hey, Mom, I think this is the first time you've been the first one on the show, so yay. Way to go, Mom. I know you're busy this morning, and I want to shout out to Pap. Hey, good morning, Pap. Another thing I want to talk about this morning is what do we call our grandparents? What are some grandparent names? And hey, thank you for the like. I appreciate that. My mom and my stepdad, Mac, we call them Grammy and Pap. Grammy and Pap, so shout out to Pap this morning. Pappy, I hope you guys are having a good morning. I know you have a lot going on. My mom and Mac are headed out to see a doctor this morning. They're in Paris, so I know they got their hands full. So I do truly appreciate you joining in despite all that you have going on this morning. I hope you guys have a great morning and a great day. Let's see, who else we have here? Oh, but some other grandparent names. Like we have Grammy and Pap. For me, personally, mine were Mamaw and Papaw in Tennessee, Mamaw and Papaw. And then, let's see, Bobby's mom is Nana, and be good to see Nana back on the show. She was the first time live streamer last week. And then my dad's wife Tammy, we call her Mawmaw. So we have Mamaw, Mawmaw, Papaw, Pawpaw, Grammy, Pap, Nana. We have Bobby's parents. We have Papa D. His name is Daryl. We have Papa D, and Rosemary, we call her Grandma. So, man, lots of grandparent names. Let me know what your grandparent names are today while we're here. But shout out to Grammy and Pap, my mom and Mac. Hope you guys have a good morning and everything goes well with all you have going on. Good morning, my beautiful daughter, Chloe Bell. Thank you so much for your space, for your room. I love you so much. I'm so thankful that you're able to join in the morning. Robert Francis back on the show. Good morning, B. Hey, we missed you yesterday. Glad you're back. Robert posted this morning on his Instagram. He had a rough weekend, but he was back up and at it this morning at 3:28. So way to go, Robert. Glad to have you back on the show, my bro. Hey, Lucas. Lucas says, morning. Good morning, my bro. And we see Audra down here below. Let me get you down here, Audra. Good morning, Audra. So thankful you guys were able to join in. Thank you for being here. Here's Bobby's sister, Dana from Tennessee. Good morning from Memphis. Hey, good morning, Dana from Memphis. All right. Thanks for joining in. Bobby says, hola. Bobby's on her way to work. Tuesday's her early day, so she has to leave at 5:45. She actually left about 5:53 probably. I just saw her out. So, hey, thanks for being here. Zach Bell, good morning. Hey, good morning, my bro. So great to have you on the show. Good morning, David Scott. Back 2 days in a row. Hey, David Scott. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you being here. All right, let's see what Lucas has some inputs here about grandparents. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if I can pronounce all this correctly, Lucas. You may have to correct me later this week. I call my dad's parents. Let's see. Oma and Opa. I hope I'm saying that right. Oma and Opa. German for grandpa and grandma. And for my mom's parents, man, Lucas, I need you to call in. I need you to call into the show, bro. Let's see. We need to as we continue to evolve the show, we need to add that. We need to have a way for people to call in. Let's see. And for my mom's parents, Papaon and Abuelita. Spanish for grandpa, more formal version, and grandma, little grandma. Yeah, that ita, that shows little, or it also shows affection, right? In the Spanish language. Abuelita, Papaon. I haven't heard that one, so that's good. Lucas, you continually teach me new words, and especially in Spanish, so I appreciate that. Hey, good morning, everybody. I also want to shout out to Bobby's coworker, Angel. Bobby tells me that Angel has recently tuned into the show and has been listening to the show while he's at work. And so shout out to Angel. Angel, I'm so glad to have you be a part of the show. I appreciate you being here. And I just want to shout you out. So good morning. Hope you guys have a great day at work today. All right, let's see. Lucas says, you got the German correct. Spanish was correct. Just need an accent. Yes, I do. Abuelita. The other one, I'm not even going to try. Papa on? I don't know. You can teach me on Wednesday, hopefully, Lucas. All right? All right. Hey, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you. If you're here with me on the live stream this morning, make sure to let me know. If you don't tell me, I won't know that you're here. Like I've talked about before, YouTube is so different than social media. Like people can be on my show and I don't even know they're here. They can be subscribed to my channel. I have no idea who half my subscribers are because people can subscribe anonymously, and then I have no idea who's watching my show. It's really crazy. It's really crazy. But no matter who you are, where you're at, I appreciate you being here. If you're on the live stream and I don't know, I appreciate it. If you're watching this on YouTube or listening to it on the podcast, I greatly appreciate you. Hey, I'm here to live my life true to me and help you live your life true to you to the best of my ability. It's all about finding life. And so, to get to the end, let's think ahead. Let's envision okay, we get to the end of our life and we look back. Let's reach the end with gratitude and let's make sure that we live with intention as we go. Each day is a new day and we have a choice. We can wander through life aimlessly, as Zig Ziglar says, a wandering generality, or we can live with intention and we can be mindful. Who do we want to be? Where do we want to go? For my take on this is we seek God first. We seek God first. We say, God, what's your will for me? What do you want? Who did you create me to be? What life did you create me to live? We seek God first and we see what he wants for us. And then we go after that because in my opinion, that's the best life possible. And so people kind of give living your best life a bad name, but I don't see a problem with it. If we seek God and his will for our life, I feel like that's our best life possible. And why wouldn't we chase that? Why wouldn't we chase the best thing that God has for us? And so, that's what I'm looking to do. I'm looking to live my life true to the person that God created me to be, do what I feel him calling me to do, and just help you do that as well. So let me know any way I can help. And keep the live chat alive. Keep it alive and active. I appreciate all you guys being active this morning. Yeah, I appreciate you. All right, so let's see. A couple of things I heard yesterday. You guys familiar with Marie Forleo? One thing that she says is she wrote a book called Everything is Figure Outable. You may have heard of her. I thought that yesterday someone was asking about overwhelm and stuff like that. And that was one thing that she talked about was just knowing that everything is figure outable and that we have help. We don't have to figure out everything on our own. Just know no matter what we're facing, no matter what we're going through, no matter what problem we have, just know everything is figure outable and we have help. So let's see. Let me see what else you got here, Lucas. Lucas says, when you guys are grandparents, what do you and Bobby want to be called? Hey man, we don't talk about stuff like that. Me and Bobby don't talk about being grandparents. We're too young for that, bro. We can't, I know we're looking ahead, but that's too far down the road for us, bro. I don't know. We have actually talked about that in all honesty. Yeah, I don't know. I wish Bobby wasn't driving so she could give some input on this. Maybe Chloe can give some input. Chloe, are you able to give some input on some names for me and Bobby when we become grandparents, Lord willing, someday? Oh yeah, there you go. Lolly and Pop. I do like that. Let's see if we get out to the screen. Chloe says Lolly and Pop. So I'd be Pop. All right. Hey, I called my dad Pop. And when I was growing up, my dad owned a custom log home business. My dad was amazing. My dad built custom log homes. He drew the house plans. He built everything from the ground up. He poured concrete basements. He designed and built custom log homes. And some of those made the cover of magazines. I'll have to bring some out sometime because he has some there in West Tennessee that made the cover and features in log home magazines. And so, but my dad, he didn't want me following his footsteps. He did not want me going into construction. And so I didn't. But when I was growing up, I used to work for my dad in the summers. And I remember being on the job site. And if I would say, we'd be out there working with the crew, and if I said dad, he wouldn't hear me, maybe because that's a very common phrase. And so I started saying pop. And so I started calling my dad Pop. And so I ended up calling him Pop from then on. And just to be something different and to distinguish him. So my mom says, let's see, Chloe says, that's what y'all always said. You're right, Chloe. Sometimes it's just hard for me to think on the fly when I'm live on camera. So sometimes my thoughts don't flow properly. But I knew there was something there. I just couldn't think of it right on the spot. Lolly and Pop. My mom says she loves it. And Bobby says, LB, let's go. Yeah, Larry Bell. LB. You know, I do love Laguna Beach. And we have a sticker on our fridge that says, I heart LB. And I got that too because my dad's name was Larry Bell. And so I love LB. So yeah, shout out to my dad this morning. My dad, Pop. So anyway, my dad, speaking, Bobby still wears sometimes at night. She still wears one of his T-shirts. Some of his old T-shirts that he used to have. One of his mottos was "We make dreams come to life," and so that was really cool. But his business was volunteer log homes. So Tennessee boy, born and raised volunteer log homes. So yeah, let's see. There was something else I was going to say about my dad, but I don't remember what it was. But anyway. All right. Let's see. What else? I think I was talking about. I don't know what I was talking about. You guys stay active in the live chat, and we'll start getting into the word. All right. And let's just keep flowing. Let me find my glasses. I'm gonna get a drink real quick. You guys, let me know any thoughts you have, any topics you want to discuss this morning while we're live. Let me know. You know, I do want this to be interactive as possible. That's one of the reasons I go live every morning. So let's go. All right. Hey, we're laying the foundation in the word in this opening year on YouTube. To me, the word is life. It's the foundation for life and for finding life. Let's not, it's easy to be deceived to think that the word is not important or let's say like applicable to today's time. But let's not be deceived by that thought, all right? Because the word is life. It's the foundation for life. And Lucas says, nice mug. Thank you, my bro. Bobby's version since mine broke. My second cup of Joe this morning. All right, here we go. So we're laying the foundation in the word. Wisdom says in Proverbs 8:35, whoever finds me finds life. Matthew 7 says, small is the gate and narrow the path that leads to life, and only a few find it. How sad is that? Hey, I'm here to help you find it to the best of my ability. Let me know any way I can help. All right, here we go. We're going to continue on in Luke. We're going to talk about some priorities today, some persistence, and some other stuff. Always good. As Jesus and the disciples continued on their way to Jerusalem, they came to a certain village where a woman named Martha welcomed them into her home. Her sister, Mary, sat at the Lord's feet, listening to what he taught. But Martha was distracted. That's a big word for today, right? Distraction. How many people were distracted by so many different things? But Martha was distracted by the big dinner she was preparing. She came to Jesus and said, Lord, doesn't it seem unfair to you that my sister just sits here while I do all the work? Tell her to come help me. But the Lord said to her, my dear Martha, you are worried and upset over all these details. There is only one thing worth being concerned about. Mary has discovered it, and it will not be taken away from her. Once Jesus was in a certain place praying. As he finished, one of his disciples came to him and said, Lord, teach us to pray, just as John taught his disciples. Jesus said, this is how you should pray. Father, may your name be kept holy. May your kingdom come soon. Give us each day the food we need, and forgive us our sins, as we forgive those who sin against us. And don't let us yield to temptation. Then, teaching them more about prayer, he used this story. Suppose you went to a friend's house at midnight, wanting to borrow 3 loaves of bread. You say to him, "A friend of mine has just arrived for a visit, and I have nothing for him to eat." And suppose he calls out from his bedroom, "Don't bother me. The door is locked for the night, and my family and I are all in bed. I can't help you." But I tell you this, though he won't do it for a friendship's sake, if you keep knocking long enough, he will get up and give you whatever you need because of your shameless persistence. And so I tell you, keep on asking, and you will receive what you ask for. Keep on seeking, and you will find. Keep on knocking, and the door will be opened to you. For everyone who asks receives, everyone who seeks finds, and to everyone who knocks, the door will be opened. Hey, I started this journey back in 2011 seeking life, right? And it's all about seeking and finding, seeking life and finding life. You fathers, if your children ask for a fish, do you give them a snake instead? Or if they ask for an egg, do you give them a scorpion? Of course not. So if you sinful people know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your heavenly Father give the Holy Spirit to those who ask him? All right, that's today's New Testament reading in Luke today. And today's, hey, one thing I wrote here in my notes this morning about that. He's talking about prayer and he's talking about persistence. You know, one of the common Bible verses is to pray without ceasing. So that kind of ties in right in between those. And then Jesus saying there is only one thing worth being concerned about. We got to keep our priorities straight. All right, today's psalm. Hey, let me know if you guys have any. Hey, Bobby says amen. All right, thank you, Bobby. If you guys have any thoughts or input on the reading as we go through, please get it into the chat. Or if you're catching this after the live stream on YouTube, put it into the comments. I read those. I respond to those. You know, we appreciate any activity. But yeah, let's stay interactive. And if you have any thoughts or anything, please let us know. All right, today's psalm. God is honored in Judah. His name is great in Israel. Jerusalem is where he lives. Mount Zion is his home. There he has broken the fiery arrows of the enemy. The shields and swords and weapons of war. You are glorious and more majestic than the everlasting mountains. Our boldest enemies have been plundered. They lie before us in the sleep of death. No warrior could lift a hand against us. At the blast of your breath, O God of Jacob, their horses and chariots lay still. No wonder you are greatly feared. Who can stand before you when your anger explodes? From heaven you sentenced your enemies. The earth trembled and stood silent before you. You stand up to judge those who do evil, O God, and to rescue the oppressed of the earth. Human defiance only enhances your glory, for you use it as a weapon. Make vows to the Lord your God and keep them. Let everyone bring tribute to the awesome one. All caps, not all caps, 2 caps, the awesome one. I don't remember reading the awesome one as a description for God in the Bible. For he breaks the pride of princes, and the kings of the earth fear him. And today's Proverbs, Bobby says, Mary or Martha? Well, let's flip the page back, shall we? Okay, so Martha was the one that says being distracted. It says, but Martha was distracted by the big dinner she was preparing. She came to Jesus and said, Lord, doesn't it seem unfair? And don't we hear that word a lot? That's not fair. Hey, I can't tell you how many times, Chloe, how many times do we hear that growing up? That's not fair. I used to always say, hey, life's not fair. I say that. I used to say that so much. Life's not fair. Life isn't fair. Life is not fair. Once we accept that, maybe life becomes a little easier because life is not fair. Life will never be fair. Let's see. She says, doesn't it, Martha says, Martha was distracted. She came to Jesus. Lord, doesn't it seem unfair to you that my sister just sits here while I do all the work? All right, so Martha was doing all the work. She was distracted. She was worried and upset over all the details. Mary had discovered what was the only thing worth being concerned about. So, all right. Mary had her priorities straight. And my mom commented, thank you, Mom, some of my favorite verses. All right. Chloe says, I used to get so annoyed, but now I say it all the time. Yeah, when Chloe was growing up, I just remember that so many times. I remember Chloe just saying so many times growing up, that's not fair. And I was like, life's not fair. Get over it. Oh, man. That's so funny. I still say it today. Like people still say it all the time. Life's not fair. That's not fair. Nope, it's not. Accept it. All right. Today's Proverbs. Fools think their own way is right. Hey, that's a good line, right? Fools think their own way is right, but the wise listen to others. A fool is quick-tempered, but a wise person stays calm when insulted. An honest witness tells the truth. A false witness tells lies. And that's the end of today's reading for Tuesday, April 25th, 2023. Thank you, guys. All right. Hey, that's it for today's word. Let's see. Yeah, just to kind of, I'm going to try to I don't want to just read through it and we're done. But we've already discussed it some. Hey, if you have any other thoughts or questions or comments on today's reading, get them in. The biggest takeaways I see from today is that where's our priorities? Are we distracted by all the details and worries of life? Or do we know what's most important and are we focused on that? Another thing I heard yesterday was where our focus is where we go. And so we have to be careful what we're focusing on. If we're focused on the negative things of life, we're going to go in a negative way. But if we're focused on the positive, life-giving things of life, then we're going to go in a positive way. We have to be careful where our eyes are, what we're focused on, because whatever we're looking at, whatever we're looking into, that's where we're going to head. And so we have to be mindful of that. And let's see what we have here. Bobby says, ooh, Bobby coming in with some heat. Bobby says, not fair that Jesus died on the cross. Woo. All right. Bobby laying it down. Hey, thank you for the like. I appreciate that. Jesus is showing us how to pray. Hey, one thing from the Garden of Gethsemane I took away from that was Jesus showing us how to pray, make our requests known to God. It says here, let's see. And right here it says, Father, may your name be kept holy. So recognizing God as the creator, author, and source of life. He wants us to live a life of gratitude. So just recognizing him as the creator and being thankful for all that he's given us. Forgiving others. His word says, unless we forgive others, we can't be forgiven. So we have to forgive others so that we can receive forgiveness. And he says, may your kingdom come. Another version say, may your will be done. So honoring God, recognizing him as the creator, author, and source of life, giving thanks to him, praying to him as the source of everything that we need. Give us each day the food that we need, giving us what we need on a daily basis, on a day-by-day basis, and not worrying about tomorrow because each day has enough trouble of its own, the word says. So let's just focus on today, one day at a time, one day at a time. Sweet Jesus. And let's see, and don't let us yield to temptation. Hey, none of us are exempt from temptation. None of us are exempt from life difficulty. And so, we have to be careful about what we use to cope with life. And so I feel like everything either gives life or takes away life, or gives life, or I really do. It's kind of strong words, but I do really believe that everything either gives life or takes life. And so as we go through life and we face life's difficulties and challenges, what are we using? What are we using to cope with? I think that's really important. And think about, is what I'm using to cope with life, is it giving me life or is it taking my life? I think to be mindful of that is good. Audra says, great reading and verses this morning, smiley face. Thank you, Audra. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Hey, I think it's funny how some people do their smiley faces like that, and some people do them the other way. Do you guys know the difference in that? I feel like mine go the other way, and I feel like a lot of the times it's people younger than me that do them like Audra did there, like that. So maybe it's a generation gap thing. What do you guys think? Let me know. Let's see, what else? What else from today is persistence. He says, you go to your neighbor's house, he's like, I'm asleep, we're all in bed, go away. He says, keep on banging on that door. Just keep on, and your shameless persistence will pay off. He says, be shamelessly persistent, even when asking God for things, to continue knocking. Keep on asking, keep on seeking, keep on knocking, and the door will be opened. All right, so stay persistent. Stay persistent. And then he talks about gifts. Hey, it's true, right? When our kids ask for stuff, we pretty much give them what they want, right? And it says if us as humans are able to give good gifts, how much greater does our Father give good gifts? All right. Hey, thank you guys. Thank you guys for being here this morning. I appreciate you. It's Tuesday, April 25th. Hey, let's live with intention. All right? Let's think about it. Let's be mindful. Let's be present. Let's try to live without distraction. Yes, last night I took Peanut for a walk. Bobby said he'd been up to the summit before. He probably has. I do probably agree with that. But I'd never taken Peanut up there, just me and him on our walk. He was struggling a little bit getting up there to the top, but he did it. He's an old man. He's like 11 years old or somewhere around there. And but he made it to the top, and so that was my first time just taking Peanut up there one-on-one. Bobby was in her D group last night, her discipleship group. So she was there, and so I took Peanut actually, I have a picture of that. Actually, let's see if I can pull that up real quick. Took Peanut, if you guys have time to hang out for a second, I'll pull it up on my Google Photos. Let's go over here to my screen share. Boom. Got some memory. Look at there. We got some memories popping up here. Here's Chloe Bell as a baby. There's Bobby on a hike. Yeah, this is so here. I took this photo kind of as a joke last night. I said my favorite time of day is sunset walks with Peanut, and then yeah. So here's me. I put this in my story last night on Instagram. Me and Peanut, our first time at the summit together, and then man, look at this lizard I came across. I think he was dead. Let's see. That thing was like the biggest lizard I've ever seen. Maybe not. Let's see. That thing, it looked like a snake, but it had legs. I think it was dead. I never did see it move, but I did not touch it. Let's see. What else? I think that's pretty much it. Here was Peanut. Peanut was told by the vet he's too fat. And so we've been trying to cut back his treats and get him some good exercise. So he was doing good yesterday. So yeah, so I got Peanut to the summit yesterday. I don't remember what else I was going to say about that. But yeah. Let's see. I don't know where I was going. Hey, thank you guys for being here. If you have any final thoughts for today's show, please get them in now. Otherwise, I hope you have a great Tuesday. And let's live with intention. Let's take ownership. Let's control what we can control. Let's be mindful. Oh, I was talking about distraction. That's what it was. I was on this walk. We're coming back, and I started thinking about, man, I was craving some authentic tacos last night. I was really wanting some authentic tacos. And so I was wanting to search for some places to go close by for some authentic tacos. And as I was coming down the hill from the summit last night, I thought I was going to grab my phone out of my pocket and start researching places to eat. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be distracted while I'm on my walk. I'm going to be present, and I'm going to enjoy the walk. I'm just going to take in my surroundings, the beautiful views, then any neighbors that are out. And so I think that's important. Like, it's so easy to be distracted in today's time. We have so much going on, and it's so easy to be distracted. But let's try to be present, and just like whatever we're doing, let's just focus on that. Let's just be in the moment. And so anyway, let's be present. Let's live with intention. Let's take ownership, control what we can control, let go of what we can't. Let's find joy in the journey, live above our circumstances, and let's make today count. Hey, thank you guys for being here. If I can help you ever in any way finding life, anything, whether it's spiritual or non-spiritual, I'm all about finding life. To me, there's a spirit, the foundation is the word. We lay the foundation in the word. As I've said, day by day, brick by brick, we're laying the foundation. I feel like everything else is built on top of that, whether it's mindset, perspective, as we were talking about today, priorities, self-discipline. To me, there's all the practical ways of finding life are built on top of the foundation of the word. And so any way I can help you find life, let me know. You can leave comments, send me an email, set up a call with me. All the links to everything are down in the description of the video. Hey, join us on the live stream. Come and join us on the live stream. We would love to have you on the live show. You can come and interact with us. If not, if you're ever in the local area, come join us in person in Anaheim. We'd love to have you in person. All the information about that is down below too. Otherwise, we're going to close it out. Have a great Tuesday, and we will see you tomorrow. And keep finding life. Oh, let's try this one. Keep finding life. No, third time's a charm, right? Third time's a charm. Here we go. Number 3. Hey, friend, thanks for watching my video or listening to my podcast. Again, I'm so glad you're here. If you would like more information about finding life, please be sure to subscribe. Don't forget about my free PDF download, The Top 3 Keys to Finding Life, which also includes the one decision that completely changed everything for me and can for you too. I'll have a link to it below. If you would like to help me help others find life, please be sure to give me a like, leave me a comment, a review, share with your family and friends. Any activity I get helps me help others find life. Lastly, don't forget to let me know how I can help you. What challenges are you facing? What are you struggling with? Let me know how I can help you specifically. Leave me a comment, send me an email, or set up a call with me. Until next time, let me leave you with this. There is a common thread that connects us all, and there is more to life than meets the eye. If you have ever felt like there has to be something more to life, you're on the right track. Keep moving forward.
Yeah.